friends. Thank you for joining us. Merry Christmas to you out there. Thank you for your support all this while, and thank God that we made it to this day. Let's look at this Maths Olympiad question before us. The question reads, if 6 power x, if 6 power x plus 6 power y is equals to 42, comma x plus y is equals to 3. We are asked to find x and y. One thing with Olympiad math is more logical, so you have to think. If you look at this first equation, we can label this as equation 1 and equation 2. If you look at equation 2, we have x plus y equals to 3. So we have to simplify this equation 1 such that we'll have x plus y. And there are many ways. We can either multiply through by 6 power y, or we'll multiply each time here by 6 power x. It will still give us the same answer. Let's write down the solution and see how we can simplify that. First equation is 6 power x plus 6 power y equals to 42. Okay, this is our equation 1. Then we have x plus y equals to 3. This is our equation 2. As I said, let's multiply each term here by 6 power x. That's equation 1. That will be 6 power x times 6 power x plus 6 power y times 6 power x will be equals to 42 times 6 power x. The m is so that we can have x plus y. Very important. Here, from one of the laws of indices we can apply here, if we have a power m times a power m, this is the same as a, we can add the power, that will be 2m, or we can write it as a power m all in power 2. So we'll apply this law at this point here. It means we can write this as 6 power x all in power 2, using that's x plus x now is 2x, and we can still say 2 times x will still give us 2x. Then plus 6, we apply multiplication law at this point. When we have a power m plus times a power n, this will be the same as a power m plus n, one of the laws of indices now. Very important. So we add the power, that will be x plus y, will now be equals to 42 times 6 power x. Clearly here, we can see that we have x plus y. So we can define this as equation 3. Very important. Okay, let's move here. It means we can substitute equation 2 into 3. It means anywhere we see x plus y in equation 3, we replace it as what? 3, because x plus y is equals to 3. So we can say put equation 2 into equation 3, so that we'll have 6 power x all in power 2 plus 6 now. In place of x plus y now, we replace it as what? 3. That will be 6 power 3 will now be equals to 42 times 6 power x. Very important. Clearly here, we can see that we have 6 power x here, we have 6 power x here. We can say let 6 power x be equals to y. Let it be y. Anywhere we see 6 power x, we replace it as y. Very important. Okay, so we have 6 power x now. It will be y squared now plus 6 power 3, that is 6 times 6 times 6. That will be 216. Will be equals to 42 times, in place of this 6 power x, we replace y. This is quadratic equation. Very important. Okay. Let's look at what we can do here. We can rearrange this, because quadratic equation is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, given that a will not be equals to 0. So we need to rearrange it in this form. Very important. Okay, so this will now be y squared. We'll multiply this, that will be minus, because this is plus 42y on the right. Taking it to the left, it will be minus 42y. then plus 216 will be equals to 0. Then we solve this. Two factors of, we multiply the first term by the last term. Let's use factorization method. Is it factorizable? Yes. What are the two factors of 216 that can give you minus 42? Let's say, let's try, uh, let's say 36. If we use 36, what can we add to 36 to give us, let's say, 6? This 2 carry 1 is correct, 42, but can 36 times 6 give us 260? Yes, so it will be 36, that's minus 36 and minus 6 will be the two factors. So the two factors will be minus 36y and minus 6y. So it means this middle term, we have to replace it with the two factors. Let me write this as y squared now, will be minus 36y minus 6y plus 216 will be equals to 0. You realize that when you say minus 36y minus 6y, it will give us minus 42y. And when we say minus 36y times minus 6y, it will give us plus 216y squared. So these are the two factors. Very important. Okay, let's move here. Let's move here and see what we can do. We can group this. Let's group this at this point and factor out. Let's group this and factor out. What is common here is y. So it will be y now into, we divide y squared by y, we'll be left with y minus 36y divided by y, that will be 36. Close the bracket. What is common here is 6 minus outside 6 into 6y divided by 6 will be left with y, then minus 216 divided by 6 will have 36, will now be equals to 0. Very important. You realize that what we have in the bracket are the same. So we pick what we have outside, that's y minus 6, then pick one of the common bracket now, which is y minus 36 will be equals to 0. Either y minus 6 is equals to 0 or y minus 36 is equals to 0. One of these must be equals to 0. So y minus 6 equals 0 or y minus 36 equals 0. Let's collect like times. Y now will be equals to 36 or 6. Y will be 6 or y will be 36. But we are not looking for the value of y. We have declared our y here as 6 power x. Okay, so let's use that assumption to find the value of x now. Let me move here so that we can achieve that. Okay, when y is 6, what will be the value of x? Very important. So we're using this assumption now. It will be 6 power x now will be equals to, in place of this y we put 6, and this is power 1. The base are the same here. We can equate their power. So it means first value of x now is equals to 1. Very important. Okay, then when y is equals to 36, what will be the value of x? We replace it into this. We have 6 power x now will be equals to 36. The base are not the same, but this 36 can be expressed as 6 power 2. That is 6 times 6, which is 36. So this is 6 power x will now be equals to 6 power 2. The base are the same here. We can equate their power. Finally, x now will be equals to 2. So we can conclude that the value of x now, x now is equals to, let's say x1 is equals to 1, comma x2 is equals to 2. But we are asked to find the value of x and y. We have two values of x here. So let's use equation 2. This is our equation 2. To find y now, there will be two values of y as well. When x is equals to 1, what will be the value of y? We substitute. That will be 1 plus y equals to 3. Y now will be 3 minus 1. Y will be equals to 2. First value of y is 2. Then, when x is 2, what will be the value of y? Let's substitute into equation 2 again. This will be 2 plus y will be equals to 3. Y now will be 3 minus 1, then y will be minus 2, then y will be 1. So we can conclude finally that the solution to this question, x1 is 1, comma x2 is 2, such that y1 is 2, comma y2 is 1. So this will be the solution. These are the possible values of x and y. Thank you for watching. Please do share this to your learned colleagues, and don't forget to subscribe to TJ's Maths and further maths adventures. Once again, Merry Christmas to you, and I wish you a prosperous new year ahead. Thank you for watching.